but I'm definitely going to get you together because what? Sitting there,
You can get somebody together.
But the fact that you think you can get a man together though, that's the problem. That's
when I say I'm going to get you together, I'm going to get you together. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to know. I'm going to get you together. I'm not just about to sit there and just be yes master because he's a man.
Don't know what
do that. I hate when y'all do that because
but you literally not listening to me, right? And then you're trying to interject and talk while I'm talking, right? I'm trying to convey the point. If you don't agree, wait till I'm done because I'm also speaking to everybody in the chat too. Like you said, the disrespect can be subtle. That would be that.
Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We back with another reaction. This time from the This Might Be Risky show with the host DJ Hamp. Thought it was a pretty good conversation. Let's get into it.
I think the fact that if a woman is willing to disrespect, better yet, if you're willing to disrespect on the internet, you willing to disrespect in person.
Yeah, I'm not above disrespecting anybody, but I am above disrespecting somebody unprovoked.
That's the disconnect I'm having because we shouldn't be disrespecting the men at all.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, I feel like
I know. I just wanted to be clear.
Now, wait. So I guess we're in this picture perfect world again where the men don't do anything. So no, granted, I don't think we should just be disrespecting niggas like that at all. But sometimes it's like, what you just supposed to just sit there and just take?
What do you take? What? No, there's nothing that warrants us to disrespect a black man. No, nothing.
Not even him. Not even him being disrespectful.
Yeah, you can go with that.
Because what y'all not thinking about is how we're disrespecting them. Like it happens all the time up here. We don't. We're running.
And we have seen a lot of men disrespect women too. And I don't think now.
Us right now though.
And I understand that, but at the end of the day, you respect me, I respect you. Bottom line. Now, you're not just about to go out your way to say just some crazy, freaking outlandish stuff to me and think that I'm not going to say nothing back to you. Now, I may not go full throttle, but I'm definitely going to get you together because what? Now we just not about. Yes, we're going to big them up. They need to be loved. I'm with that Black Power. Yes, we love them. But just to be there and just sitting there,
you can get somebody together.
But the fact that you think you can get a man together though, that's the problem. That's
I'm just telling you.
Thank you, Hamp, and then what's her name, Coach Tay? Exactly. A couple things. Some things go without saying. No one should disrespect anyone. And she's talking about a perfect world, but no one should disrespect anyone. That's kind of how it goes. One of the reasons that I never do panel shows, I've got invited by DJ Hamp. He's DM'd me to come on this show before, as well as the homie Fatty. He runs another panel on another channel. They have invited me to be on their panels before, and I don't do it. And it's a couple reasons, but one of the main reasons I don't do it is that I feel though these conversations can be entertaining to some people. A lot of times the women are disrespectful, they're disingenuous and passive aggressive as well. But women disrespecting men has become so normalized that I don't even believe a lot of the times that the women even see themselves doing it. But we'll touch on that a little bit later. But this Saudi lady talking about she'll get a man together. You can't get a grown man together. What are you talking about? You can say some bullshit online in the safety of your own home, but not in reality. Because a man, if he wanted to, if he was crazy enough or didn't give a fuck enough, he would put you in your place, and that's underneath a man.
You respect me, I respect you.
Now when we saying get them together, like they may still be who they are, but
go ahead,
it's slang. It's slang. It's slang.
Yeah.
Slang for what?
I'm disrespecting you back.
Now she may not say. She probably say F you, but she ain't gonna say F your mother. There's a line.
So y'all don't agree with the previous video then? Not the one he just played, but the one before that. So y'all don't agree with that then?
Did you just hear what I said or no?
No, I did. That's why
but as far as her saying like, oh, we just be disrespecting them, like they don't be being disrespectful too. I ain't like that because they be being disrespectful.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Yeah.
And one more thing, I'm gonna let them cook. But this is something I've noticed on these panel shows as well. The disagreement is between Saudi and Coach Tay. But you notice the Alexis chick that's next to me and the Ari chick, they always have to do this. They have to defend each other. Oh, what she means is this. Again, Saudi look like a grown-ass woman. Let her answer this shit. She don't need y'all to coming up to her defense. She looks like a grown-ass woman who I'm sure is capable of developing her own thoughts and opinions and don't need y'all to help her articulate it.
And that's when they get disrespected back.
Yeah, we're just not going to sit there and just, like
but
you
if
said,
you
just
value
sit there.
yourself, you can still withhold your composure as a woman and still state your concerns in your way that doesn't have to be disrespectful.
Nobody. So you can
that may go towards our men, but no man on the street who I ain't dating, I ain't doing nothing with, and we ain't got to have that type of relationship. You better not disrespect me.
And then y'all get the disrespect all together. Like I have seen women
But
come out here
y'all
and be wait
Y'all
1 second. Wait 1 second, because I have seen women come up here as well and be very disrespectful, very catty, and very facetious. Because that's the word that y'all like to use a lot.
Me too.
So what I'm saying is, when I say I'm going to get you together, I'm going to get you together. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to know, and that doesn't mean I'm going to be hooping and hollering and cursing you out and calling you everything but the blood of Jesus. But I'm going to get you together. I'm not just about to sit there and just be yes, master, because he's a man.
No, that's exactly what she's going to do. Now she's trying to backtrack it and clean it up a little bit. That's exactly what she's going to do. And again, I'm not saying that men should just go around disrespecting women and women should just sit back and take it. But the point is that I'm sure that Coach Tay and Hamp is going to make here shortly is that at the end of the day, if a man disrespects you and you feel like, okay, I'm going to one-up him or I'm going to get him back, that can lead to something that you're not really prepared for it to go, because disrespecting a man, like Ari just said, if it's a man and I'm not in a relationship and he disrespects me, you're going to get him together. You don't know that man. That man might be crazy. That man may be willing to break your neck for you disrespecting him because you don't know him. You just never know the outcome of that. So it's best not to meet force with force or disrespect with disrespect to a man you don't know.
And a man that's respecting me, yes. But just because you a man.
Yeah, and then I heard her say, we the only culture or whatever race that disrespect our men, and the standard, the statistics is just as high for black men against women.
For what?
They disrespect us the most as well as a culture.
But
there's no disrespectful statistic. You just made that
how
up.
does that change our part of it, though? How does that change?
It doesn't. We take it. Right. I'm gonna take accountability. I'm gonna always take accountability, but I'm also gonna take accountability and let you know what you do, I'm doing back. Period. Whether you're a man, a woman, whoever, that's just how it go.
But so are you being an adult or are you being a child?
It's gonna be a child.
I'm gonna be an equal adult. I'm gonna be an equal adult. Don't say nothing to me that you don't want me to say.
They're seeing how to emulate you as a woman. Your daughter's seeing how to emulate you as a woman in relationship with a man.
But this is what I'm saying. We living in these picture perfect worlds. And
it's not picture perfect.
Stop with that picture perfect shit.
It is a picture perfect because I can guarantee every last one of y'all has said some crazy stuff to y'all partner. And this is why I say y'all take the rash. Y'all want to go all the way to Mars. And we not even talk about that. Disrespect can be very subtle. Disrespect can be very little. What I'm saying is no, like,
I don't like how you brought the kids into it, wife school. I think we were good where we at. We don't have to like it because
Nope. She don't like the kids being brought into it because it makes them have to really think about that. Would you want your daughter to behave in that way? Rest in peace to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels. He used to use this example all the time, and it works so often. A woman would have 4 children by 4 different men. Then Kevin would ask them, would you want your son, who is extremely accomplished, would you want him to marry a single mother, or would you prefer him to start his own family? And 9 times out of 10, they would say, start your own family. She didn't like her bringing up her daughter because it makes her reflect on how she's behaving.
I be around the men to see me argue. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is they disrespect us too, and they deserve it back.
Well, it's all a part
of it. But they want to take these ghetto extremes and just make it seem like we're just being some apes and just cursing these mans out and beating on our chests. No, what we're saying is, you come at me, we're gonna give you that right back. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be all dramatic, but no, I'm gonna get you together.
It's 2025. They're going
Okay,
to.
so hold on. Give me an
Do it
example.
the way you do, and if you get the
Give me an
results you get,
example
you
of
can't
being
blame
subtle.
anybody else but yourself, and that's just the reality.
I get what you're saying, but I'm 5'1" and ain't no way I'm beating no man, so I'm not gonna try.
Ain't
Period.
nobody saying nothing about beating nobody up.
Well, I mean,
This is what I'm saying, but Arshay,
Nobody-
this is what I said though. She want to take these vast beating. Like, who said anything about
Nobody
beating?
said-
But she's the one that's realistic about it. And we're going to get a little bit deeper into this conversation here in a second. She's saying, why did you go to such a extreme about you having to fight a man? Because if you're out on the street and a man disrespects you, which he shouldn't do. Let me repeat it for the slow people in the back. He should not disrespect you. But let's say a man that you don't know does that. Well, you said this. Well, how about this, you bitch ass nigga? I'm gonna meet you right back with the same amount of disrespect. Then that man who you don't know the history of his mind or potential mental illness, and he says, damn, okay, she gonna talk to me like that? All right, bam, and he slaps you to the ground. That's what Coach Tay is talking about. That's what she's saying. It may be an extreme, but it's always a possibility because you don't know that man. How are y'all not getting this?
You're fighting the man, Coach Shay.
Nobody said nothing about fighting
I
nobody.
understand that. I
Yeah,
heard what
nobody
you
said
said, but what I'm saying is, if it's a level of disrespect, then that's if a man's if he feels disrespected, you can get
So
them
this is what I'm
hands.
saying. You
Don't
missed
like,
my
why
whole
would you do
point.
that?
No, you missed my whole
Oh,
point.
and that's when I'm going to go get my brother. And he could go get
But
his
no,
sister.
wait, hold up,
Don't
Arshay, because she
misunderstand,
missed my whole point.
And I'm sorry to keep stopping it. I promise I'm gonna let it rock after this. But this Ari chick just said something I want to point out. That's when I'm gonna get my brother, and that's when I'm gonna get my daddy. And then after that's over, you can come pick up your dead daddy and your dead brother. Women who think that they gonna send out their male loved ones at any given moment of dispute with a man, as if your brother or as if your daddy can't get his ass whooped or get put 6 feet under, is one of the problems. Your daddy and your male family members aren't Superman. They can get it just like the next person. And then once something bad happens to them, now she crying, blaming everybody except herself.
Because the point
No,
that
I didn't
I
miss
asked
any
you,
point.
you did, Joe. And I'm about to break it down because you missed my point because
I
I
did.
plain out and told you it was never disrespectful. I also gave you
heard
an
you,
example.
but I also
I
heard
also
you
gave
say
you an
after that.
example of how you can be very disrespectful and be cool, calm, and collective.
And it's okay for him to wait. And it's okay for him to want to throw hands because a female disrespected him.
No.
Where that draw the line at that? Oh, this is a female. You ain't supposed to put your hands on her.
I never said that. All I'm saying is I understand my role as a woman. There's no way I'm going to disrespect a man because it can get a little greasy. And if he feels like he's gonna beat me, period. Like I'm not gonna try to fight no man. And those are the extremes because when you
Have
talk
you
about
ever been in that
disrespect
situation where
with
a
a
man
man versus a woman, you have
say
to
nothing back?
understand. Like you're the weaker one every
So
time.
you are saying that, Coach Tay?
Yeah, I'm the weaker one, but I'm also not a fucking doormat neither.
Like, what the fuck?
Well, I'm not talking
You
about
just
being
ain't
a
finna
doormat.
get.
I'm talking about
Well, that's some doormat shit to sit there and just let somebody disrespect you, and then you just gonna sit there and just gonna take it because that nigga got a penis. Fuck all of that.
Got no brothers, no dad.
Look at her with this brother dad
Well,
shit.
I ain't calling no brothers and no daddies and nothing like that for somebody disrespecting me. I'm gonna give him this. No. But I'm saying I'm not gonna call no brothers and I'm not gonna call no daddies for no shit like that.
We still stuck on the fighting aspect, so no. But like at the end of the day, like I said, Coach Tay, we love our man down.
I was only about the aspect.
Yeah, we love them down. We love them down. We love them down. We're not gonna be disrespectful to no nigga just because it's fucking Sunday and it's raining. Like, no. All we're saying is, as humans, we know that we're still working, and yeah, we just need to respect each other, brother and sisters.
You.
Right, but you ain't just finna sit over here and play on my top, and it ain't gonna be nothing just because you got a dick.
That's what
no,
I'm saying.
Sorry.
See, what's
how that work?
Go
being
ahead.
articulated is there's escalation points that you don't control.
Exactly.
And so the men that are closer to you, you probably can be
You can
more
get away
likely
with
to get that off. I would actually, it would behoove you to show deference to men that you don't know, especially because you don't determine the repercussion of said action if it is disrespect, right? And the truth is, right, if what Coach Tay says that may happen can happen, then I just want we to make sure that we cognizant of that while we walk around in the earth. Because here's the honest truth: if a man went there with you, especially when he don't know you, you are a doormat.
Thank you.
In a real life example. So I'm just saying, think about what she's saying, and hopefully that is extreme and it never happens. But with random men to be disrespectful, you may be walking a fine line because you don't determine the outcomes of it.
Yeah, it's a fine line
So
for sure.
did
You see
y'all
what I'm
listen
saying though?
to
Right? I'm saying the random man like just coming out like
yeah,
just
but
going
even
No, yeah, it's
crazy,
a
like
fine
because
line.
you
but even
Saudi's not listening.
with that him, I
you
said
are a
that
doormat though, you know, to a lot of men, just because you guys are like average size women, right? Like it is a very volatile and dangerous situation to be
like
It's
I
a
sticking up
fine
for
line.
yourself, you know, just
I
because you
hate
don't
when
know
y'all
what's.
do that. I hate when y'all do that because
But you literally not listening to me, right?
She's
And then
not
you're
listening.
trying to interject and talk while I'm talking, right? I'm trying to convey the point. If you don't agree, wait till I'm done because I'm also speaking to everybody in the chat too, right? Like you said, the disrespect can be subtle. That would be that. So I'm articulating the point because I want y'all to hear it because it's a point that has to be articulated clearly because it's a dangerous point if people don't understand what it is that I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's why I don't want y'all to interject while I'm making that point. Random men, you never know. So if you're trying to meet disrespect with disrespect, you have to be prepared for the extreme outcomes. Because if it
Exactly.
does happen, that quote unquote doormat thing is a real probability just because of the physical prowess that the Most High gave us, right? That's what I'm saying.
And that's the bigger point. Hamp doesn't look like he's a small dude, but I can already guess if Hamp was on the street, any of these women, or more specifically the ones who are talking like they'll do this or they'll do that, if they didn't have a GUN, there's absolutely nothing that you could do with him. Nothing. He say something disrespectful to you, which he should. You say something back, and next thing you know, you're on the ground unconscious. It will behoove you as a woman to not disrespect a man, especially a stranger out in the streets. But the Saudi chick, the Ari chick, and the Cali Bev. And to be fair, those are the primary three that's talking. All of the women aren't saying this, to be fair to them. But they have this, I'm not gonna let you one up me by disrespecting me and me not saying nothing back. And that's nothing but pride. You can have that pride and have that ego if you want, but then you'll mess around with the wrong dude and it'll get deflated real quick. And now she don't have nothing to say.
No, make the point you were gonna make because you say you hate when we do this. I was trying to make sure y'all understood that because
we heard
that
that
worries
because
me, you
like
know.
we heard that from the beginning.
But
We all
you're not
agreed.
acknowledging it, right? You have this disposition, like you
We
ignoring stuff,
agree.
right?
That wasn't the disposition. The disposition was that just because you can correct somebody or say something, you don't have to be combative. You don't have to be combative to just have some type of self-respect for yourself.
If she says she's gonna get someone together or get a grown man together, you think that's not gonna be combative?
You don't
But
have
then
to
that
be
would be
irate.
disrespectful.
But
You
look
but
at
you
look at
don't.
the
You
so
don't
I
have
think
to be
about this.
irate.
Look at the liberty you taking with me
Right now.
because we have a
I'm having a
relationship.
conversation with you.
Well, but see, you don't because you can't even see
You
yourself,
can't even
right?
see it.
But you look at the liberty you taking it with me. So now somebody random who you don't even know, you never even like what's the escalation point, or does he get more respect because you don't know him? How does that work?
I'm not about to do this with you, but you got it.
No, I'm asking.
And she also mentioned earlier how the disrespect can be subtle. You're being subtly disrespectful to Hamp right
I'm
now.
asking because it's a real time. Because if you want to assess something, let's assess it, right? So is it going to be subtle? Is it going to be, sir, please don't disrespect me, or is it going to be met with the same energy? The chances is that it's going to be met with the same energy he gave you, and so
The
now
chances are you don't know me and how I move in real life, so
100%. So, right. So now let's say you already mad, right? And so you got a disposition and he says some foul shit you don't like it. Am I supposed to assume that you're not gonna meet fire with fire? That's not what Ari was saying. Heck, the same energy is gonna happen. And so I'm saying you have to be wary of responding in kind because you don't know the outcome. That's what I'm saying. Is there an issue with that statement or does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's why
Because when I get mad and frustrated, I don't care neither.
Exactly. And that's the point.
So I ain't scared of nobody. She get mad, she don't care. I don't know, but I don't know if it's as much as I don't care. And so what happens when once I stop caring?
People get hurt. Man can hurt you.
People get hurt or I get hurt. That's what happens when I
As I
stop
said,
caring.
you go to the extreme.
Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
And
Egos get
that's what I'm
involved,
saying.
all of that.
yeah.
So
And look at it.
that's just the thing that we really got to sort out when we having that conversation.
And look at that Saudi chick. Pissed as I don't know what. But again, she's gotten beaten by logic and no real rational response after that.
You know, because shit get real quick and it don't go how we think it's gonna go. You know. Go ahead, Kyle. You want to say something?
And
Nope.
Oh, go ahead, Ari.
but that kind of reminds me of basically that's putting into words with me and is it Kylie?
Callie? Yeah.
Charlie was saying like
Hmm.
when she was like, I'm not gonna go. Excuse me. I'm not gonna go get my dad's or my brothers. Like, I don't know if this was your thought process with it though, but bringing another black male or men that got jobs or homes and families and stuff into this type of situation when it don't need to be that. At that point, that's when you can make adult decisions. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that because again, egos get involved. Stuff go to the extreme. You disrespect, they're getting disrespectful. So I do agree with that part. But as far as like, yeah, they just, being disrespectful, people kind of get on the same level.
Yeah. And Callie's simply saying that because the outcomes with men, especially in our environment now, is somebody
Exactly.
going to die.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I definitely understand that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But in haste, we can say things in haste, right? All right, because you was like,
Right.
nigga, so what it is, my nigga. I'm gonna go get my brother, and I'm gonna fight you while your brother
Yeah,
fight here,
but
right?
that's
We
really not
understand that.
the ideal thing, though. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
because
No
you are
shit.
taking another black, now you taking this black man out of the family.
He got
And
a
that
family. Yeah,
you may be dead, you going to jail. So now that's two fathers going, two husbands going,
yeah, yeah.
two melanins out of our community. Like, So,
And that's
And that's good, at least for her to understand that afterwards, a few minutes later, she's done calmed down and realized that's not the best thing to do to get my family involved. But the problem is, so many of these times, this is a clear example during just this heated debate, how emotions can overrun logic. And we're just having a theoretical debate right now. But in real life scenarios, people going to get their brother or women thinking they can get in a man's face because he's gotten hers, people get hurt that way. And that's really what this all boils down
That's why I
to.
made the statement that I did. Just going back to us,
We can't
for
see you.
my lights went out in the neighborhood. My
oh.
computer's still
You
on.
went out in the
Is
house.
that a problem, Ham? Yes.
I ain't good.
Well, okay. I'll just take the
Is
last
it like
statement. Maybe
pitch
I'll cool
black
down.
where you at?
Yeah, it's pitch black.
You didn't
Like
see it
I can show you. Hold on. Let me show you.
Oh yeah, we can see you.
I'm a
We can
real
see you.
Negro. No, that's why I made the statement as
Your
far as
forehead's still shiny. You good?
okay. Learning how to react in a feminine way in the situation can help it be better. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he may have been crazy at the moment, but we know that we may be inflammatory to that. So sometimes you do got to take a couple of breaths and think about what you say before it comes out of your mouth. And this is something I had to learn. It's not none that I'm pushing off or whatever, but I just think it's something that we can be better on as women, and I think we'll be better because sometimes it's not just us. Sometimes we do have children. I know Mr. Lex said don't bring the children, but that's just fact. That's just reality.
So sometimes it's just better to say, okay.
I just said I ain't like how you brought him in there. If we was in a good space, we could have just stayed in that space.
You sure this? Yeah, after a while it came down, but
here's the important thing, right?
I thought that was a pretty good clip. And make sure you guys go and subscribe over to This Might Be Risky with DJ Ham. At the end of the day, it should be about self-preservation. And one of the things that I constantly repeat on this channel is something that my father taught me when I was a little kid. And it was a lesson he drilled in me. And that was the decisions you make today affect tomorrow. And that applies to so many things in life. But going back to the topic that we just had, it applies there as well. If a man, more importantly, stranger, a man that you don't know, disrespects a woman, once you make as a woman that decision to disrespect him back on the same level, instead of ignoring him, or like one of the young ladies said, excuse me, sir, you don't have to disrespect me like that. When you decide to meet force with force, you may never know the outcome because there are crazy men out there. There are crazy women out there. There are unstable people out there. You just may never know. So this trying to act like you big and bad, or I'm not gonna let no man disrespect me just because he got a penis, can end up with you being knocked the hell out because that man who you think ain't as tough as he sounds may in fact be as tough as he sounds, or not. He may not be as tough as he sounds. You know what he is though? Tougher than you because you're a woman. And again, I'm not giving no man a pass. I don't go around disrespecting women. I don't go around disrespecting anyone because I, as a man, know the outcomes of disrespect. And also, I think about the decisions I make in the moment because they affect shit that can happen in the future. You know why I know that? Because my dad taught me that when I was growing up. But you guys let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? I would love to hear it. Do Better Squadron. Fall out. Peace.